Hi folks, thanks for joining us. I'm Mick from Summit Mountain Skills, and in this video I'm going to look at how I rack up when I'm getting ready to do a climb. Before I actually start to rack up, I'm going to have a look in the guidebook, so I've got in my mind a really clear picture of where the route goes. Might be information in there about the type of gear it takes. Maybe it says it takes large cams well, so that'll give you a bit of a heads up when you're starting to rack up. The other thing I'm going to do is have a look up at the route, get a feel for it myself. Is there lots of gear in there? Is it well protected? What size are the cracks? And that'll give me an idea of what I need to put on. The other thing I'm going to look at is, are there any tight corners that might lock off a certain part of my harness up through a tight squeeze or a little narrow chimney? And if that's the case, I might have to reconfigure the way that I would normally rack up. Definitely got a system that I stick to all the time if I can, and the reason for that is if I'm on a tricky move, I want to know where each bit of gear is on my harness. With that in mind, when I take my gear off and re-rack it, I will do my best to put it back in the same place. So again, when I'm on that next tricky move, I know hopefully where each bit of gear is. I'm right-handed, so I favour my right hand. So for me, I put my wires here and I put my quick draws on the left. That system works for me. I'd encourage you to get your own system, and once you've got something that works for you, stick with it all the time, and then it becomes instant. I've got my gear organised in size order, so I've got my small wires, my 1s, 2s and 3s. They're going to go on first, and for me, I clip up the ways. Some people clip down the ways. Doesn't make any odds. What I would say is, whichever way you do it, then keep them all the same, so that when you come to get them, you know exactly how you need to take them off. That's my small wires. My medium sizes, my 4s, 5s and 6. Next is my 7, 8s and 9s. And then I just carry a couple of 10s and a couple of 11s. These hexes work really well here in the Peak District on the Gritstone. So I'm going to tuck those right at the back. You'll never get lost with a set of hexes. People can hear you coming for miles. But they're great in these parallel-sided cracks. The next things that I'm going to rack up will be my quick draws and my extenders. I've got a couple of different lengths. I tend to pop a couple of my short ones just there on my right hand side, and I use these short ones when I'm quite close to the ground. So my first couple of bits of protection, I will use these short quick draws, and that's just to limit the amount of potentially that I could fall. Once I get higher up, I'll use these longer 25 centimetre ones, and I'll pop those on my left hand side. So I've got 3 there. So that's 5 quick draws that I've got. Then I carry 4 of these extendable 60 centimetre slings. I really like these because I can clip it as a standard quick draw, or if I'm concerned about rope drag, I can extend that out. And I just stick those just behind my quick draws. So now I've got 9 bits of gear to attach my protection to the rope, and on this length of route for me, I'm pretty happy with that. Next thing I'm looking at is some slings. There doesn't appear to be any spikes for natural protection on this route, but I'm still going to take a few slings. I might need them for the belay, or there might be some hidden threads along the way. So I've got a couple of 120 centimetre slings on there, and I'll stick them on the back. I'll take one of these cordettes, which are really good for doing threads, and again they might be useful in the belay. And then I'm going to take one 240 centimetre a longer sling, just in case I need it. And again, they just get stuck onto my gear loops just there. On the back of my harness already, I've put my belay plate, some prussiks and the nut key. They tend to live on the back of my harness. I put them there because I'm not going to need them on the route until I get to the belay, so they're nicely tucked out of the way so it doesn't get in the way with this gear. And one last thing that I need now is I've got 3 screw gates, and I'm going to use these on the belay at the top for attaching my wires to my belay setup. So again, I'll just pop those on the back out of the way. The last thing that I'm going to pop on are my cams. And again, I've had a good visual up this route, and it looks like it takes a variety of sizes of cams. So I'm going to take a general mix from small through to large. And I'll probably stick about 4 cams on there, and I think that'll be more than enough for this route. So again, I use this gear loop around the back, and I will put them on in size order so that I know where they are. And because they work quite well in this gritstone, I'm going to take quite a large one as well. That might be handy. Pop those on there around the back, and I'll put my others back in my rucksack. Pull my lid over in case it rains, and then the last thing that I'm going to do before I tie in is have a check that I've got everything that I think I need. That's all looking good, and it's where I expect it to be. Yeah, perfect. Got my belay plate at the back and my prussics. Now I'm pretty happy that I'm ready to tie on, do a body check, and then start climbing. And that's my system for racking up, folks. Hope you found that useful. As I say, you'll definitely get a system that works for you, and once you've got that system, stick with it. I've been racking up this way for the last 30 years. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you soon. Happy climbing.